Okay, so in this video, I want to fix a cursor bug. You might have noticed this. So let's go here. Let's put a note right here. So when you hover over the note or the table cell that has a note on it, you see the cursor changes. It's the question mark. Then you delete it and you go back over and the cursor is still there. And it's pretty simple to see why that is. Okay, this isn't actually working right now. Last video we updated some stuff in the last video, but maybe this is a problem. I should have cleaned that. Let's try now. Okay, so yeah, in the last video I guess I should have cleaned that up. Anyways, I'm just going to show you it right now so you can see what I mean. So if I go over there, I have to delete this first. So you see when I hover over it, there's still a question mark. You click on it. Whoops. You have to highlight that and then click on it and then you select this. So it still has the class of tooltip. So it's a pretty easy fix actually. All you have to do is go, let me close this, close that, and go to JS, building calendar. Let me close all these. Okay, there's a lot of space here that I don't like. Okay, so clean cells. Basically, you want to just say copy. If it contains tooltip, you want to remove tooltip. And this will fix that. So you come here. And there it is. It fixes it. And there's something else I want to do here. Is that this code here is all it's repeating itself a lot. It's basically doing the same thing. The only difference is the class. That really is the only difference. Other than that, all these first three are just identical. So what I want to do is I want to go to JS, make a new file and call it main.js. Whoop, I put a, that wasn't a dot, that was a comma. Yeah, so main.js. Okay, and now kind of like the CSS where I put down some rules that are going to be used all around the project. Here is going to be like general functions that could be called anywhere in the project. Although I think I'm just going to be using them here, but they're still kind of generic sort of functions. So the first function is going to be called remove class. And it's going to take two things, an element and then a class name. And then you just say if. Now something else I want to do right now, let's go to index. And right above here, let me copy this actually. So Control-Shift-D and just bring in the main. And you could bring the main in before data. Doesn't really matter. None of them are going to be relying on each other, so the main definitely isn't going to be relying on anything else because all the main will do is just declare functions. So it's not going to be calling anything. So that's why it's pretty safe to put the main first. Okay, back here, you probably see where I'm going with this. I'm just going to say elem. So the element that you pass in, if the class list dot contains class name, then you want to say element dot class list dot remove class name. Now the reason why I'm not just doing this, like a function called remove class sounds like it's just saying to remove a class, but the reason why you want to put it in an if statement is because if you try to remove a class that isn't on the element, it might cause a bit of an error. It's good to check to make sure that this has the class, and then you could remove it. So you could kind of call the function, check if has class, and remove, but just remove class is good enough for me. You can call it whatever you want. And this one's going to be called remove attribute. It's going to be very similar. Well, this is attr name. Okay, then you can call these in here. So let me go here and just do all that. Then you could say remove class. And it's going to be table cells I. And the first class was color. Let's copy this. And then remove attribute. And it's style. So let's make sure this works. Okay, it does. If it didn't, these borders would be messing up. Also, the cursor bug would be here. Like if you turn these all off, let me delete all these. So this is gonna kind of break it. If you just skip through, you can see these are all black now. That's because the previous month, last day, isn't being removed. Also, if the cursor bug's there, and the worst thing, you change the color. Well, let me do it here. I'm not sure if this is how you trigger it, but yeah, okay, so I think that was a different problem that I'm thinking of. Let's see. So yeah, the color. Okay, no, the problem is here. I was expecting a different problem, but the problem is here. You see the first shouldn't be colored right here. Neither should all these numbers. I was expecting the colors to change color after you change the theme when you skip the month. And the reason it's not doing that is because, let me undo this here. It's because in here, you call this again every time. So this was what I was thinking was going to happen. You change the theme. Let's do black. And you get that. It's not good. Okay, so that's it for this video.